You're tuning in to the Black Hollywood Live Network, featuring news, interviews, and commentary on all things Black Hollywood. Hollywood redefined. From Los Angeles, California, streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is Black Hollywood Live, This Week. Featuring news and commentary on This Week in Black Hollywood. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host for Black Hollywood Live This Week, Derrial Christon.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You're watching Black Hollywood Live This Week. I'm your host, Derrial Christon, and we are getting into formation right now. We got a little Beyonce playing in the background right now. Y'all ready for the moves?
You know them?
No, I don't know them.
I know.
I just know some shoulders.
And then the Beyonce bounce, you can be like,
Playing with my baby hair and my afro.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I know she go like,
With that Creole, Texas Bama.
Hey! Thank you for joining us today. With me is my dancing co-host, Courtney, everybody.
Yo, what's up?
And DJ Jessie J.
what's up?
We got a great show today. We got a lot of topics, including Beyonce.
Yeah, honey.
She's receiving a lot of backlash over that performance at Super Bowl, as well as a lot of backlash from police, but we're going to talk about that. Ciara files a $15 million lawsuit against Future.
Yes, she did.
Black Panther has a new documentary that is going to be out. Actually, it is out right now on PBS, which we'll talk about.
Black Panther is not.
Black Panthers.
The
The
Black
Black Panther
Panther.
documentary. Yes.
Like,
Black
not-
Panther
not Marvel
documentary.
There
comic.
is a documentary.
Yes, the documentary, not the comic book. And we have TV One premieres the next 15. And the reality stars are already fighting behind the scenes. Go figure.
Too much tea spilling.
Too much tea spilling. All right, but first up, we're going to talk about last week's Buzz Meter question, which was, who do you want to win the Super Bowl?
Everybody, oh.
Sorry.
Or the Broncos?
Guys.
They wanted.
So you guys wanted the Panthers to win at 78%.
Yeah.
And the
They
Broncos
didn't.
at 22%.
I was really
Sorry about
bored
that.
watching that game, by the way.
Me too,
you know
for
what?
other
My
reasons.
sister got on me. She was like, no, it was a great game. I
It
was
was a-
like, I was bored.
I mean, when they were neck and neck at kind of this, at the beginning of the game,
Yeah.
and they were going back and forth, it was exciting.
They
But then
fumbled it
once
like
they got
8,000 times. It was like watching a fumbled football game.
Yes, it was. I mean, it had its anticlimactic moments. I mean, obviously the Super Bowl show was a big highlight of that, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But before we get into the topics, I want to talk about this, which is the Buzz Meter question for today is, do you find Beyonce's song Formation empowering? Let us know what you think, and we will read those results next week. All right, we're going to move on to the hot topics with DJ Jessie J.
Boom! I'm a Cam Newton. So obviously, Super Bowl is such a big deal to certain people. Panthers won.
Not you. Jesse is
You know
not
what I
one of
mean?
them, apparently.
Panthers won 24.
No, you mean
I'm sorry.
Broncos
Excuse me.
won.
Broncos
See, you
won
already-
24 to 10.
Yeah.
Sure.
He wrote it
I
down
wanted to
wrong,
Steve
too.
I wanted to Steve Harvey all over.
That was good. Okay.
Since he's my idol. Well, so after the game, Cam Newton has been like the Wheaties Man Player of the Year here, and he got dance moves named after him and whatnot. So they put all the players in a conference after, and they have to talk to the media.
Yeah.
Which I have a little problem with some people's PR, because Cam Newton was one of them, and I actually saw this live, and so he's in there just being asked all these questions, and he's just like watching a little fucking kid. He's just like,
He's very upset.
no, yeah, I mean, I'm a sore loser. I don't know. We threw the ball, they caught the ball, things happen. It's just the way it happened.
He was in his feelings.
He was in his feelings.
his
And
feelings.
so at one point, he just got up and just walked on out 3 minutes into the
He did.
Supposedly.
Now, there was this other camera, if you saw a couple different angles where they were taping him, and you could see him paying it. In this picture, actually, is one of the spots. He's looking over to a black curtain. So they had all the players from different teams basically doing interviews next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
They can't see each other, but they can hear it. And so apparently he could hear Chris Harris, which I watched the interview over again. You can hear him talking, where he's talking about winning and whatnot. And that apparently irritated Cam Newton, so he allegedly hurt him, got annoyed, and left. He came out to say he's sorry, he's a sore loser, and if you can find a good loser, then he will try to imitate being a good loser. But he is a sore loser. He apologized for it. What do you want me to say? I'm sorry. But people are actually kind of blaming his PR team because they're saying, why, if we know that this man is like this, and clearly this is a huge game, why are these people talking to the press instantly right after?
Aren't they contractually obligated?
Yeah, they have to do that.
And the media is allowed to go.
But I thought they weren't allowed to have the other team like right there doing it. Like I thought they all had to do it, but like the Panthers would be here talking to whoever, and then the Broncos would be somewhere
Well, apparently
else.
they were two different rooms, but the room was just separated by a black curtain.
Right.
And so that is where the confusion comes. So maybe this will start something that the player felt, I don't want to hear what the other team's boasting about.
Well, what's interesting, too, is that, a lot of the reports today are also making this a race issue because they're saying, because he's a black quarterback and the way he's being treated by media and some of the harsh things that people are saying, on these tweets. I mean, one of the tweets is a former NFL linebacker tweeted this, "You will never last in the NFL with that attitude. The world doesn't revolve around you, boy. Hashtag Cam Newton," which was later deleted.
Who said that?
You know what? I got to look
And
up
is
his
he
name.
white?
Yes. Unfortunately, I did not write down his name, but I'm
He
gonna look it up.
He made my neck crack.
But he tweeted later, "Calm down, everyone. I meant he needs to grow up." And then there's just a lot.
Except you didn't say
Right.
Right, except you didn't say that. And there's been lots of comments, I think, that people are making about Cam because he's typically known as being someone who's kind of cocky, obviously, and kind of a little bit outspoken in certain things. And for him to walk out of that press conference, first of all, kind of the way that he did, people are not feeling
Why
that.
are they surprised by it? I mean, he's going, you know what I mean? He score a touchdown, bam, dab on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. If you are someone who is cocky and able to take that side of things, you also have to be able to take the repercussions of the other side.
In an adult mindset, but this is a football player, and I'm not saying all football players, I'm not putting them in any sort of whatever, but I'm just saying, like, his game, he's all year he trains for this one game.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm looking
he's
up the
freaking
linebacker
pissed,
right now.
and if he's that cocky about it, I would expect. I mean, I have very cocky friends who play sports, and they're horrible losers.
Yeah.
Because that's all they care about.
they're
That's all they've
winners.
been thinking
Like,
about. Everyone's been injecting them, and then even the race thing to play on top of that.
Right.
Imagine him. Here he is going against what's the other Eli Manning? Is
Peyton.
Peyton
Manning.
Manning.
Yeah,
whatever.
Don't mix up
Wow.
the brothers now.
I'm
Don't mix up the
surprised
brothers.
I even got that.
That was pretty good. Mr. Non-football. That's
Right.
pretty good.
And you know where I pulled that from?
Because you saw Eli
Out of
in
a
the
Nicki
box
Minaj
frowning.
verse. That's
Oh.
how I can pull.
Not
Okay.
Nicki Minaj influenced the finding of
Hey,
the brothers.
whatever
Whatever
works for
works.
you.
Whatever works.
But even with the racing, this is a lot on somebody. So he's probably in his head looking at, all these people fucking talking all that shit. I can just imagine him in that moment. And I just think, if you're, pull him aside before he goes on, let him get some breathers in. He's a kid, let him grow. I mean, how old is he actually before I say he can?
27, I think, around there. 26, 27.
Baby.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's more proper training really, but
I mean, did it suck? Yes. Like, don't get up and walk out because they're going to bash you regardless. But at the same time, for me, like, I'm not giving a pass to athletes, but he's not the first misbehaved athlete that's upset about losing a game.
And is he
Does
really
something,
misbehaving though?
Like, and if he didn't start like swearing and like yelling, he was like, okay, I need to leave because I can't listen to this right now.
Right.
And I get it, like, cause the stakes are really high. This isn't like, oh, I'm just, playing in my backyard with my homies and I'm like pissed off and walking off with my ball. Like, the stakes are pretty high. Like, there's a lot going on. So I don't give him a pass. I think he shouldn't have left. I think it would have obviously been stronger to deal with it and suck it up and go about your business. But I do understand.
But also
how it
sometimes
happened.
owning the moment.
Yeah.
So like in that situation, even though it might have hurt your pride or a little bit, but to just say to the media like, you know what, this is a really sensitive moment right now. I don't know if I can handle this. I'm going to come back
And
and
I
fight.
can hear
It's the way that you handle it, right? If you
articulate
articulate that, and just so you know, the quote that I used earlier about you will never last in NFL with that attitude, quote, and calling him a boy, was by a former NFLer by the name of Bill Romanowski.
I don't know.
So he was in the NFL for many years, played for several teams, and he was called racist, so that's why he pulled that tweet down.
And also though with Cam though, like that everybody's looking at you because you're the black quarterback, so it just made it that much worse.
And at the end of the day, I hate to say it, but his plays were bad.
Well, I mean
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
The plays were bad. They were bad plays.
But that wasn't what he was like complaining about. He accepted that we lost. It was just having to hear the other
it's the way he
team
should have
boasting,
articulated it.
like in that moment. And it's right after the game. Like if it was the next day and he did that, I'd be like, okay,
right.
But then it's literally right after the game and you're still absorbing that I just fucking lost the biggest game of my life.
Right.
Like it's a big deal. But whatever. Good luck, bro.
Well, so what did you say the other guy's?
You're
The
still
racist guy,
rich.
Romanowski?
Romanowski.
Right, well,
Yeah.
he clearly probably didn't love the Beyonce halftime show, in which the Super Bowl opened up for Beyonce's world announcement of her formation tour. So basically, the day after the NAACP's, Beyonce dropped the formation video.
Yes.
Random as all hell. She was like, "Oh, you guys were listening to Rihanna's anti-album. That's cute." Formation.
Not anymore.
The video came out and received mixed emotions. People were saying it was pro-black, and people then, of course, Twitter just had to add on in it's anti-white and anti-police and all this stuff. So then the fun memes came out. Apparently Red Lobster went up in sales for 33%.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well.
Yeah, but it took them forever to respond at all.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I know them
I ain't gonna eat
cheddar
your biscuits.
Those cheddar biscuits.
All the black folks is at Red Lobster this
Listen.
week.
But I
Don't
can't.
start
The
talking about it
Beyonce
right now.
seafood special had me dying. All right, so, but the real backlash came from the Super Bowl performance. So
Yes.
obviously we've been talking about, I've been like, hoping
it.
Michelle and Kelly were gonna pop up, hoping I was gonna see a Rihanna video, hoping I was gonna see something, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And well, so let me just put this out there. For the Super Bowl, before I get into everything, the only negative thing I would have to say about the halftime show is that for the 50th anniversary, I would have liked to have more star power.
Yes.
I would have liked to have seen maybe Prince show up for one quick song.
Yeah.
Like just past performers since it's like a milestone.
I would actually say that the star power that showed up with Katy Perry was more exciting than the
Right.
star power that showed up.
You mean
here.
you didn't like the back and forth between her and Bruno Mars?
No,
It's not
now,
that
hold
I
on.
didn't
We're gonna-
like it.
yeah.
It's just that I agree. Like it's the 50th anniversary. Like I wanted.
You
to
wanted,
see,
like, 3 more
some
people.
More
Well,
people
'cause
to come out.
Remember
and
back in the
stuff.
day, it used to be like 6 to
Yeah.
8 people doing different mashups. So
Customers,
this one,
ain't nobody trying to pay no
it
bills.
started with Coldplay, which I was asleep for. I went and got heated my pizza up, and then Bruno Mars came out, and I think to me Bruno Mars stole the show personally.
No, he did great.
He was tap dance around.
He did.
Came out to Crazy in Love, and then Miss Beyonce came out J-setting to Formation.
She did.
And she had a dance troupe of beautiful black women.
Mm-hmm.
They looked like they was coming straight out the Chirac movie premiere. I was like, where's Tiana Paris in there? Miss Lala Anthony. She came out there. She did her little performance. She did a tribute to Michael Jackson. That was not to
Her
Malcolm X.
wardrobe.
It was to Michael Jackson's past Super Bowl
Well, they were saying the
performance.
formation that the
Of the
girls went
X.
into
Oh, the
on the
X.
dance was an X.
Oh, okay.
That was a tribute to Malcolm X.
And then it went back and forth between her and Bruno, which to me that was the most interesting part.
With
between
Chris Martin sitting in the back like,
sneaking in. Can I come?
He did.
is it time to walk up yet?
I know the Super Bowl only let us come here because I got you to
just
sign
wanted to sing
on.
that one
but
song. I can't
can I
really
finish
dance.
the song? It's my
Alright.
favorite song, Bruno's. Can I? No.
Can I put the flowers back on the
Okay.
piano? Oh,
I gotta do that.
okay.
No.
I'll just wait.
Love everybody though. So people are really upset. It's anti-police, anti-white. The fact that the Super Bowl would allow Beyonce to do this at the halftime show. The halftime show is supposed to be about family fun, not empowering just one group of people, where they felt like this was, so pro-black, and it was just, someone damn well had the nerve to say that there was not one white girl dancing in Beyonce's performance.
I love white
So after the award, Beyonce said she loved the.
great.
After the show happened, Beyonce came out. She said, I loved my performance. I love what my performance stood for, and sorry haters. She also donated. Since 2007, if you saw the video, people are like, why is she referencing Katrina? Because since 2007, Beyonce has been donating money to the Knowles Temenos Place apartment complex, which holds 43 individuals, male and female, homeless. They provide meals, job training, HIV screenings, goals for self-sufficiency to get them up and going. And she also, Beyonce.com, announced her Formation Tour, which the tickets are going from $45 to $1 million. And some of the proceeds from that are going to go to Flint victims. So what y'all think?
I mean, here's the thing.
Between the haters and the non-haters.
But it's I think it's just getting a little bit out of control, honestly. I mean, right before I came in here, I was reading an article about how now they're asking people to boycott on February 16th to go down to the NFL headquarters and use the hashtag boycott Beyonce. And it's a planned anti-Beyonce rally because people are just, upset about her.
Beehive come running around looking for y'all.
Well, that's the thing. They're upset about the whole thing, about the whole Super Bowl performance.
Why would they do that at the NFL? Like the NFL cares about Beyonce anymore. Like she already did.
Yeah,
the
but
work
I think that they're upset just because they feel like what you said, that the NFL approved this performance during Super Bowl.
Well, they did. She had to rehearse
and they did. Now the funny thing is there is a opposite side of this where there's an invitation going out to all of the Beyonce followers that are that they're supposed to come in and kind of trump this and also go to the same place.
The Beehive is going to show
it could be
up
this really big thing. And there's been invitations that went out. Apparently, the invitation for the anti-Beyonce performance or boycott is...
This is going to turn into a Rihanna versus Beyonce situation.
Yeah, well, the anti-Beyonce rally, the invitation said, are you offended as an American that Beyonce pulled her race baiting stunt at the Super Bowl? Do you agree it was a slap in the face to law enforcement? That's what the invitation said.
Okay,
People
honestly, what law enforcement in the performance?
In the performance, it's because they were dressed in Black Panther attire. And
right.
white people, a lot of white people, and I apologize to all of you out there, but I'm going to call you uneducated, assume that any reference to Black Panther is anti-police.
Right.
Learn what the Black Panthers actually did.
So, I mean, it's exhausting. And it's like, y'all, if you're really worried about, like, what's really going on and worried about the police, like, be worried about the police and don't be worried about Beyonce's performance because you're wasting your air. Like, go out in your community and make sure the police ain't shooting random people they shouldn't be, and we wouldn't be having these issues to begin with.
I just wish Beyonce would go on media and whitewash everything and be like, there were no white women? Oh, I don't even know. I just in the casting, I just felt, the women who really proved themselves as dancers.
Really, we were just looking for afros.
Because that's what they. Isn't that
we
what they do?
didn't get quite the fluffiest white girl afro, but if we'd gotten one with a good weave, we would have totally taken one.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing with the counterpart to this is that the women supporters for Beyonce are being asked to dress in outfits inspired by the Formation video. So this is going to be a whole variety of people showing up
but it's
on
true.
the
Like
16th.
any reference to Black Panther-ness scares the shit out of white people.
Yeah.
But what they should also recognize is that's not Black people's fault. That's actually white people and the government's fault because they led y'all to believe way more about the Black Panther Party than was actually accurate.
Black Panthers and KKK
Because they wanted y'all to be
not...
scared. Because they wanted y'all to be scared so they could take them down. So maybe you should just go read a book.
How would y'all feel if Beyonce came in on a giant Black Panther like Katy Perry came in on a lion? Then what would you have said?
Oh, the whole Super Bowl would have just shut down.
Fine.
Katy Perry can come in on a lion, but I can't come in on a black cat.
Well, also the other thing is actually, this is why in a lot of ways this could turn into a really big thing, is because now a lot of the Twitter haters about this, or anti-Beyonce people, they're taking this back to Black Lives Matter, and they're saying there's a hashtag now that's created that's Black Lives Matter is a fraud. So there's these Twitter people who are saying that statistically more white people are killed by police than black people. So they're saying that all these movements that we're making and talking about as black people, or not just black people, people who are supportive of it, Black Lives Matter overall, that is false information. They're saying that this information in our reality we're projecting things that aren't true as far as
Okay.
like statistically who's killed more.
So we didn't say anything about it being killed more, actually, because numerically speaking, there are more white people in the country than there are black people. So that would make sense. The problem is
Percentage.
disproportionate.
Right.
That's a different concept. But whatever, people. I can't.
You can't, like, where do you
It's
really
exhausting.
go with
Like
that
whatever. Just
conversation?
And then the last line of that, actually, that the anti, Black Lives Matter, or they're saying hashtag Black Lives Matter is a fraud, is at the bottom of one of the tweets. It was saying, nothing will change until the black community chooses self-accountability over blame, excuses, and deflection. There's nothing racist about facts, and a movement without them is propaganda.
okay, we'll work on that. We'll work on our facts and propaganda.
So speaking of propaganda, Beyonce apparently coming out with another album. So get ready. Y'all can be mad
There will
even
be
more.
more Negro power that's gonna scare the shit out of you. So maybe you should just turn off your radios, turn off your TVs, and just go and hide in a hole somewhere.
Beyonce coming.
Because Beyonce coming, you scared of
coming.
Beyonce and what her message is.
Well, I'll be interested to see, which she probably won't, but if she showed up to the rally on Tuesday.
Sure.
But I know she's not, but I'm just saying
Never.
it would be
Never,
major
darling.
if she did.
That would
But
be major, but that Beyonce's gonna be far from that.
Far from that.
She'll be in her
from
little
that.
wherever she was at when she
She
posted
can-
on Instagram.
She can pop up at the Grammys on Monday and do a little something with her Black Panther hat on.
No, I
and
don't
her
think- you think she
natural
gonna be at the
afro.
Grammys?
I mean, no, but if anything, she would.
I feel like she's
pop
gonna
up
be
somewhere.
quiet for like the next week.
she will
She
be.
just let y'all talk.
She's gonna let Rihanna do her Grammy performance. Rihanna gonna drop her
forgot
video,
Rihanna
and then
was
right
in
when the
Grammy.
video and Grammy performance, and everyone's like, "Oh, Rihanna!" Beyonce gonna be like, "Album on iTunes right now."
Bump that title.
And if you
shit.
didn't support Rihanna, then you get 4 extra bonus tracks
You need to
on
stop.
title.
You need
Well,
to
you know it's going to be the butt of all the jokes at the Grammys. So there's going to be references to that, I'm sure, the entire time. So.
Wow.
Boom. Well, whatever it is, make sure you guys check out our sister site, AfterBuzz TV. Whatever your favorite TV show is, as soon as the show's done, head over to AfterBuzz TV. We'll be over there talking about it. Boom.
All right, Courtney Stewart.
Okay, we already talked about this a little bit, but for those of you who want some more information, or at least to make, educated conversation about what the Black Panther Party and whatnot actually was, you should check out a documentary that is airing on PBS on Tuesday. It is called The Black Panther Vanguard of the Revolution. It's a documentary. It was out in theaters late last year. I think it was fall of last year. So it's been out, but it's just now making its TV debut. You can check it out on PBS. Basically, it's the first feature-length documentary to ever really cover the full scope of the Black Panthers, from the history of it to the significance to American culture as a whole, as well as the lessons learned from the demise, because it was only around for about 10 years. Not quite 10 years. It explores from 1966 to 1973. This guy by the name of Stanley Nelson. He directed, wrote, and produced the entire thing over the course of 7 years. And he's gotten a little bit of backlash because some people say he definitely explores. There was some, the Black Panther Party wasn't perfect, y'all.
Right.
But it came from somewhere for a reason. And he sort of is said to have evaluated all the sides of the party, not just one side. So, some people are not happy and thrilled about showing the negative stuff, and some people are like, yeah, see, it was all negative. And he's trying to show that, no, it had a multifaceted point, and you should check it out and see what you can learn, because you could learn something.
I'm excited to see it. I think that it's great it's on PBS as well.
Yes, it's on PBS. Tuesday at 9 o'clock.
Tuesday at 9 o'clock. After the rally for Beyonce,
Yeah.
go check out the documentary.
Because seriously, a lot of people don't know anything about what the point of the Black Panther Party
lot of people
was
don't
at all.
know. Yeah.
All they know is ooh, Black Panther, ooh, scary. They used to carry
Yeah.
guns, and the government had to arrest all, and they killed all these cops.
Right.
All that shit ain't true, y'all.
Right, they used to help out segregation in the schools.
So check it out, see what you think. Let us know what you think. Tweet about it, whatever. Let us know. Anyway, so after you check that out, you can go over to TMZ and laugh, because apparently Ciara has decided that Future has slandered her and done all kinds of defamation in public, and she is suing him for $15 million.
Girl, your Fantasy Ride album number 3 is what fucking defamed you, girl. Not no damn Future. When you came out with Fantasy Ride, your future ended there,
I
girl.
love. So she is suing Future for allegedly blasting her mothering skills and attacking her relationship with Russell Wilson, all to publicize his music. Basically, in the suit, she refers to the radio interview that Future did, where Future basically was quoted as saying, Ciara probably set him up, referring to Russell. You letting them catch that photo, leave my son out of all your publicity stunts. And then for those of y'all that forgot or didn't remember, we talked about after the holidays how he went on that Twitter rant that day about how he didn't get to see his baby over the holidays. And so she's also got that as a part of her suit and as proof of his behavior. And basically she says that just based on the Twitter whatever crap that he went on after the holidays, just based on that, he's actually seen his son 19 different visitations, and some of them were over many days. So it was all lies, and it's all to make her look bad, and it's causing her brand problems, and it's libel. So she's suing him $15 million. Future has responded, supposedly through his camp, basically saying he's considering his own options for a countersuit.
Right.
So.
This is a mess.
But here's my thing. They've been going back and forth in this thing for so long. She's upset about him making these public statements about her. She's, vice versa. I mean, she's written, I bet, when she did the song I Bet last year, it was
right
about him.
Right after their divorce.
Yeah, it was about him. So,
breakup.
I mean,
well,
what's the difference? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and then I'm like, who sets the amount of money? So $15 million, really? To me, it makes her look like she's just money hungry.
She does look money hungry.
That's what it appears to me.
It's just like,
because
girl,
you keep going back in about it.
You're at the moment the music career. You know, I mean, Future's cute. He's trending right now. But like, you've been in this business.
But I think that's part of the argument is that it's not just that he's doing it. Period. It's that he's doing it whenever he has something dropping. He's always going off on her about something because like his album came out right after he did that.
But she did the same
thing. But she does the same thing.
I'm just saying what her justification is.
Future's been hot since before he was in a relationship with Ciara. It was cute when the two got together. He's been hot,
but he hasn't been known the way that he is now known.
But I feel like people who listen to Future's music aren't thinking. I don't think about Ciara at all when I
don't listen to Future, so I don't know.
If I turn a Future track on, I'm not thinking like, oh my God, Ciara. But when I hear I Bet, every time I hear that song, I'm like, oh, she just sang it into that.
But that's with anybody's music. True. Your art is not the same as going on Twitter and blasting your family on Twitter. Like doing a song versus like, and you're not specifically naming your baby mama like whatever in that song. Yeah. So I think there's room to like whatever. I mean, in the end, maybe her end goal is just to get an injunction where he is not, because she says like she wants to block him from being able to say anything about private family matters regarding their son, which I personally think they should both be barred from saying anything about their private.
Know who you're having a child with, people.
But that, in the end, that's the deal.
Well, she just performed. She just performed yesterday too in New York.
Did.
So
she's so bothered.
One of our insider reporters said that she didn't seem to be fazed by all this drama that's happening in her life.
It's a lawsuit. Well,
I guess she shouldn't.
Handling it.
And if she gets $15 million,
this is publicity for her.
$15 million. The point is to get him to have to shut up
and to get people to turn and listen to her. Poor Ciara, she's going through it. She's performing for the children.
I don't think anybody's saying poor Ciara though. Like I feel like most people are like, "Girl, what are you doing?"
Well, yeah, but I feel like she wants the poor Ciara
because
it's just like why?
Why do you keep going? I mean, granted,
put a song.
I think she is tired of him running off at the mouth on Twitter because she did not respond to those Twitter rants. And when you bring the child up specifically, you are because in the end, like we were like, I was like, I understand where he was coming from, being upset if that's what's happening. But you put your business out there in public and about your child. Your child is under 5 years, like it's ridiculous, and you should be told to shut up because of that.
Yeah,
because you're not a grown up, and somebody needs to tell you to shut up.
I agree. And
right, like Kim told Kanye.
Right.
And
now I gotta go meet with this stripper.
And if the judge has to do it by me suing you for libel, because I'm probably not gonna get $15 million. It's not about the money. It's to get you to shut up.
Right.
It's talking about our business.
And Future, just so you know, I mean, you probably want to stop saying certain things that.
Yes.
Like this quote.
He said some horrible shit.
This B got control problems. I gotta go through lawyers to see baby Future. The effing $15,000 a month.
Yeah,
so something crazy.
You're giving too much information about your private life that has to do with your child.
Yeah, so I think they should both just quit it.
They both need to shut the.
And at the end of the day, the kid's gonna be the one who suffers. So
the kid is already suffering.
Poor baby Future.
Look at whatever. I won't say that.
All right.
Anyway, so that's what you do when you have baby mama daddy drama problems, apparently.
Yeah. Or you know what? Maybe Future should start doing some fantasy football because I might calm him down a little bit if he could win.
Does he have
up to $2 million in prizes?
I'm gonna look it
Is
up.
he worth
I want to see how much he
I
worth.
think he might be.
No, I don't think he worth 15.
That's a lot of money.
I see like 7 to maybe 7 to 10.
But anyway,
no.
he should finish his fantasy football so he can win.
He should finish
extra money.
fantasy football and he can get some extra money that he may have
might
to
need
pay
to
her.
pay it,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and if you would like to also play fantasy football, go to
Say 5
DraftKings.com, use the code name Black, and you can get your fantasy football on too. It's up to $2 million in prizes.
8 million. Sorry.
Wait,
I
you're
don't buy
confusing.
that.
You're confusing the
Oh,
ads.
sorry.
Not
$2
$8 million in
you can
prizes.
win. You
$2
can
million in prizes.
Yes.
DraftKings.com, fantasy football, codename Black. Play. Let us know if you win. A lot of fun. Easy to do. All right, we're going to move on to the EUR Web Story Spotlight of the Week.
EUR Web Story.
You got all the inside tea on this one.
Yeah.
I got all the inside tea on this one. Well, let's see. So first of all, TV One just premiered their new show, The Next 15, and it came on last night at 9 p.m.
Yes,
Was it good?
did.
It was good. They gave BHL some love. So if you haven't seen it, check it out because one of our hosts here, Jenifer Williams, who does the show Just Saying, is on the show. So shout out to Jenifer for doing a great job and getting this show. But there has been a lot of drama behind the scenes, apparently, for this show between her and Claudia Jordan, formerly of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes.
Apparently, the drama has stemmed. You'll see kind of in the teaser for the first episode, the drama has stemmed from a while ago before they were taping because apparently Jenifer allegedly was dating an ex-boyfriend of Claudia's and Claudia wasn't feeling her because of that. And then at the premiere party last week, there was a little drama beforehand because Claudia had accused Jenifer of being jealous of her as well. So Jenifer, she went to Instagram, as we like to do sometimes, and post a little response to what Claudia was saying in interviews about being jealous, about Jenifer being jealous of her. This was Jenifer's response. So I land in ATL and get word at Claudia Jordan is doing interviews saying I'm jealous of her. Biswear, as we see from the trailer, you don't want these problems. Keep my name out of your mouth, trying to get some press. Claudia responded to that. Claudia said, laugh out loud. You're so happy to be talked about. Again, she said, you're welcome, boo. Welcome back. So I actually, had talked to Jenifer. She's a friend and a great host here about this because I wanted to see if she would give us kind of a statement, a little bit more insight on what was going on. And
So what she said?
I actually appreciate what Jenifer said. She said she wasn't going to give any more attention to this. She said what she said is how she felt on Instagram. She said that if you watch everything that's going on, it's Claudia who is making all these accusations and keeping kind of things stirred up. And she said she didn't want to be a part of that. So I respect that, because, hey, it is what it is. Now, the show is, like I said, just premiered last night. It has Claudia, Jenifer. It has
The queen
of reality
Tiffany
TV.
Pollard.
Tiffany
That's the
Pollard.
only reason I wanna see
I
this
love
show.
New York. It has Benzino, as well as Karamo. From used to be on Real World. I think it was it Real World
I don't know.
Philly, maybe Philly? I feel like it was Philadelphia.
I think that's after I stopped
I
watching.
think I
I
skipped.
feel like it's Philly. As well as Laura Govan.
Oh.
So
Do we get to see her sister at all? Or, did we see?
there is a story that pops up on the show which I didn't know about, but it looks pretty juicy. It's about Laura sending a tweet. Apparently, there's some accusations that her husband maybe slept with possibly her sister, or it's just a lot of it's teased in the trailer, so you get all the tea in the trailer.
This reality train.
This
won't
reality,
quit.
this
Don't
is
quit,
a crazy
y'all.
world. But
And so they're all competing to be in a talk show.
well, what you kind of find out is that from the first episode is that Claudia initiates getting all this together. One of the producers, Carlos King, he was the man behind a lot of the Real Housewives of Atlanta and a variety of different reality shows. They're good friends, and she talks to him about kind of revamping her career and some ideas that she has for a talk show and some other things going on. And then you see people start to get placed in certain things with this show.
Must not have worked over at Dish Nation, huh, Claude?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Question. That was a question.
Yeah, I was like, was that a little shade? I didn't really, It was a little read,
she likes a little catty
read,
shade.
little
I mean,
catty
she
shade,
from
little
the
side eye.
she from the
know
row.
it
Huh?
didn't work out because she ain't
little
there
side eye
no
shade
more.
right there.
I really don't know if she is.
But I can't lie to you. The show looks interesting. It's gonna, it's got me. I want to see where it goes.
I'm gonna check it
and
out.
I got to see Tiffany. I mean, even her entrance into the show last night, it got me excited.
good.
I can't lie.
Oh, I can't even.
She's the queen.
Because
I
I've
love
been
New
gagging with the
York.
clips from Big Brother Celebrity of her.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta watch it because I've been waiting just for it to all upload online.
We
so I
wanted
can
her to
watch
come
it,
back.
'cause she is.
She was
just-
fun on Botched.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even catch
Yeah,
it.
she was on Botched.
We
It
gotta
was
get her.
hilarious.
But it's gonna be a lot of stuff. It's gonna be juicy. I can't lie. It's gonna be juicy, and they're gonna keep the drama going. And you know what? Go support our girl Jenifer Williams, and also watch her show Just Saying on BHL because she
Yeah.
does her thing, and we're really happy for her. And
sure.
I'm sure we'll see a lot more tea that's gonna be happening pretty soon for that show. All right, moving on to our last topic of the day.
I'm so excited for this.
I just wanna-
I judged you for this,
you
and
know-
then I read it. I was like, what?
See. Okay, I don't know if everyone is into ghost and supernatural. I am.
You know,
all
I
right.
had to give him
I
this
am a lover of horror
I
movies.
rebuke you
I
in the
love.
name of Jesus.
I believe in supernatural.
Me
I don't
too.
believe that we're just the only beings on this earth. I get my X-Files on. I'll get my sci-fi
He
on,
has
and
the
I
new
get my
season.
chiller.
X-Files, by the
Loving
way.
the new X
Yes.
Files.
Mm.
Oh, after talk. After
We'll talk about that after the show.
Ouch. That was
Yeah, there's a couple things
I
I've said
never
about
watched
that.
X Files until the new one, and then I went back.
All right, well, we'll get into that. But okay, but what I'm excited to announce is that Destination America is set to premiere Ghost Brothers on April 15th. It's a 6-part
I need it to
series,
not be called Ghost Brothers.
unscripted.
Brothers,
Excuse me.
not brothers.
Unscripted, and it's a comedic take on ghost hunting. So it stars
I can't.
all African Americans, Dalen Spratt, Jawan Mass, and Marcus Harvey. It's on the line of Ghost Hunters, if you've ever watched
Yes.
Ghost Hunters on Sci-Fi, where they go around to different
looked
haunted
like a
places,
scary movie version.
hotels.
Yeah, it's
to
gonna be so funny.
yeah, it's like it's gonna be. It has a comedic twist to
They're
it,
gonna
but
be running out of them buildings all the time. Like,
well, and
hell no.
they said that the show is already, they're already really excited about the first episode that they all screened. They said it's going to be really, really good. Here's what one of the hunters, Dalen Spratt, I believe that's his right name. Yes, Dalen Spratt. He said, "We're excited to join the Destination America family and prove that there can be a little humor in the unknown. But the best part about the Ghost Brothers is that this time the black guys make it out of the haunted house alive." That was my favorite quote right there. I mean, I'm excited about this.
Me too.
What do you think?
I
What
mean,
are you guys
I'll
thinking?
watch it.
I'm excited. I really want to see who that top man on the left is.
You're hilarious.
You're hilarious right now.
You're
Jessica.
that white
hilarious.
shirt.
I'll watch it. I mean, but Destination America is like not even on. I mean,
I'm definitely gonna have to
it's one of them
Hulu it.
channels I don't even know where it is. I know I have it, but I don't know where it is. So yeah.
Well, you know what? Applaud to them for just taking the risk,
Hey.
and maybe if it goes well enough, maybe
If you
it
can
be
find it,
syndicated
go
into
watch
other
it.
networks like
Support it.
Sci-Fi,
For sure.
and they are behind doing Ghost Hunters, and Ghost Hunters is doing well on Sci-Fi Channel, and I think it's also on Chiller sometimes, or maybe just Sci-Fi.
I
but-
just love that we'll probably get like a realistic take on this
Yes.
stuff because it's like sometimes you watch those ghost
They
hunter
be
things and you're
so
like,
serious and
why
intense.
would you
Yeah.
like? Clearly, I know
Yeah.
like a ghost ain't gonna come punch me in my face, but why would you
Do
go
you
in that
know
room,
that?
sir? I mean, for the most part, I would assume that, but like some of those, I really be looking at them like. You had to have scaled this wall before. You had to have been in here to know that you are safe to walk into that room.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're gonna really deliver.
I mean,
that
that's
and
what
give it to me.
I can't lie. The urban point of view of the show, that's
The
what I'm excited
urban
about.
point
You know what
of
I'm
view.
saying? The urban point of view. That's what we want to see.
Non-urban side note, horror movie you guys have to watch on Netflix, Day of Vengeance.
Okay.
Just check it out. It's like horror movies if you were like if
Is it
was
based off
real
some
life,
true facts or just?
I don't know. I
okay.
hope not. That'd
Okay.
be really scary. Oh my god. But like imagine you being put into a horror movie and all the times where you'd be like, this would never happen. I would have done this. I would have Day of Vengeance.
That's
blood
it.
on her face. Like, just go look
Okay,
at
well,
that.
I'm gonna check that out.
I just had to give that because I just watched it last night.
I feel that, but that's why, like I said, that's why I'm excited about this show because
And
of the
it's
fact
called
that
Ghost Brothers.
Ghost Brothers.
Ghost Brothers.
I hope it's not.
Destination
I just hope it's
America.
not too campy. Like when they said it had a comedic twist to it, I was like, okay, I hope it's. When they said
No,
when
I
they
think
said
they're gonna be like-
unscripted, so I was like, okay.
They're gonna just be talking smack, like, what are you doing? Like,
Right,
and
that's
just-
what I'm
I think
saying.
it's gonna be
I
like,
wanted to be
yeah.
some real stuff the brothers like we would be
Yeah.
talking about.
What's the production company?
Destination America? Oh, it's Pilgrim. Pilgrim is who's doing it.
Did you go in with me for that audition where they were looking for 3 friends?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
I want to say that was actually. I wonder if this
you
stemmed
were
off
awesome.
of that audition.
Interesting. Well,
There was a whole cast.
Well,
a bunch
listen,
of people.
if you
It
need
wasn't for
some
Urban or
more
anything, but-
Ghost Hunters, I'm down. Like, just call me.
Can we just film our own
I am
and do
not.
it?
I'm actually
Please,
mad
Courtney.
because listen, I
The
said
three
this.
of us.
We've been talking about this
I
for.
don't open
can-
myself to
How
none
about
of
the
that.
This Week crew
No,
be the next
no.
Ghost Hunters, and how
No,
hilarious would Courtney be
I'll be
in this
outside
process?
like hell.
Should I got hot sauce? in
Not
my
today,
bag?
Satan. Not today. No, no,
That
no.
alone will make the show. All right, that's all I got today.
No.
That's all I got. Listen, we're gonna write this, and we're gonna submit this. All right.
Oh goodness.
I want to remind everybody to go to
Put a
BuzzFeed.
ghost in a headlock.
Yeah, put a ghost in
Snap its
the
neck. No. I have dominion.
Courtney would
over
be
you.
protecting us. Me and Derrial would be behind Courtney like.
No, listen, I'm not afraid of ghosts. I'm not afraid of ghosts.
Chill one come
You ain't
in
afraid
your
of ghosts?
face.
I'm not afraid. Listen, I
That
always
means
say
you
to
don't
ghosts.
really believe in ghosts.
Right.
No, I
Because
believe
if you believe
that
what a ghost
I
actually
tell
is.
them you don't harm me, I don't harm you. I don't want to see you, you don't want to see
But
me.
if you give him, that's another conversation.
I lived with a voodoo ghost once, but that's a story for another day.
Well, I've seen many spirits.
Oh my. This is conversation.
I know.
One that I woke up to at the end of my bed, but that's a different subject as well.
Yes, that sounds like a different type of story.
That's another episode. We'll do that next week.
On that note, where can they find you?
Not getting ghost blowjobs, apparently. But
Oh,
wow.
damn.
Damn.
Okay,
That's how we're
yeah.
ending the show?
Not,
Wow.
that's what. Okay, so you can find me on Twitter
Wow.
and Instagram, and not nowhere near none of that at Stewart Starlin.
you can find me at church and also online at DJ Jesse J.
You can find me getting a rosary, and you can find me at
Lighting
Derrial
candles.
Christon, lighting candles. You can find me at Derrial Christon on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And reminding everyone to go to the buzz meter question, which is, do you find Beyonce's song Formation empowering? And also, I kind of want to know, will you be joining the rally?
Will you be joining the
At
rally
the NFL headquarters
Where is the
on
NFL
Tuesday?
headquarters? I would like to.
I feel like it's in New York, but I could be totally wrong.
that would
I
be
don't know.
interesting. To
I
me.
hope it's in
I need
New
some
York.
videotape of that.
Because the president out here, like, we don't need a whole bunch
We
of
don't
things
need more.
happening.
Yeah, but if you do go and you are supportive
Take
of
some pictures.
Oh,
and
no,
some
videotape
Beyonce
it and
side,
send it to
please
us.
send it to us. We will
Yes.
post it, send it to us at
us
BHL
know.
Online. Please do. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.
Peace.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Derrial Christon, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Hollywood redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.